Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Burn the beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
What I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Burn the beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This is taken at the 3. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Switch.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
We got 4.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Gun. Safety's creeping.
Newton on 3rd down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
20.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26. Hey, take 26. Bravo.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, Sue.
Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hey, Echo. Back north.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Newton. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Go.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time. Heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
319, 54. Check right. 319. Right there. 50, 26. 54 miles.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, Charlie.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let it go. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Take 4.
Here's Irvin, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
88.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers now to throw. Open man is Allison, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got it to Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Williams down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Jump out! 5. The Panthers 30-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Here's Newton looking for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On first down, it's Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And that one... it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run with Irvin. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch out, watch out.
Again, they run. Again, it's Irvin. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Pick your game up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to